Hello, and welcome to my channel. I'm Jess from Handmade by Jess. We're just gonna hop right in. I've got some distilled white vinegar here that we're going to use to clean and sanitize some pine cones from outside. So I'm gonna put about 1.5 cups in each one of these containers I have here because I had about 2 cups left in that vinegar container, so I'm just kind of splitting it in half there between the 2 containers. And then I'm going to take some just hot water from the kitchen sink and put a bit of it in there, and we're going to just go ahead and throw some pine cones into the container. Now you don't want to overload the container. I put about 24 or 25 of them in here in each one of these blue containers. They will close up as we soak them, so you'll have a little bit of extra room. There I just topped it off with some more hot water, and we'll do the same for the next container. We'll throw in some hot water, throw the pine cones in there. We want to make sure that there's enough water in the container for the pine cones to be completely submerged in it. We don't want them sticking up out over the water there. So it's important to make sure you've got enough water in your container and that you're not overloading the container. Now I'm just taking a little bit of extra vinegar, maybe 1/4 cup or so each in each container there, and I'm topping off with a little more hot water, so I got it to the level where I'm comfortable that they are all covered in the vinegar water mixture. Now I let mine set for about between 30 and 40 minutes, and every 10-15 minutes or so I came around and I did like I'm doing here. I'm just stirring just to make sure that they're all getting, you know, nice and coated in the water vinegar there. And you can see now that they're really skinny. They've closed up. So we're gonna just squeeze all the water out of them the best we can. I've got a little towel there to kind of help, you know, get some of that water out. But basically most of the water comes out when you just squeeze it right over the container there. They actually hold a good bit of water. So what we're gonna do is just go through all of these and squeeze as much water as we can out of them and throw them into the other bucket. And then we'll get them ready to put into the oven. These pine cones were actually from my yard. I've actually had relatives collecting pine cones. I have several large bags of pine cones in my garage, and this is what I'll do to all of them. When you're bringing them in from outside, it's important to clean and sanitize them because bugs live in them and they're just really, really dirty. I'll show you what the water actually looks like here. There it is. It turns like a brownish red color as they, you know, soak in it and sterilize there. And then whatever the vinegar and water, you know, doesn't kill with the bugs, us putting them in the oven will certainly do the trick. Now here I've moved them to the oven. I've got them all the water squeezed out as best I can. I've lined actually my oven racks with 2 layers of foil. I've seen different people, you know, just line baking sheets. You can do that also. I put my oven at 300 degrees, and here's about 1.5 hours in. You can see that they are starting to open back up, mostly by the base there. By the end of the process, they will be completely open from bottom to top. And then here we are at about 2.5, maybe almost close to 3 hours. Some of them are completely open, like this one. And you can remove them as they open up in the oven here. This one is about halfway open, so we want to let that one go a little longer. You could, if you feel like the oven is too high, you can lessen the temperature. I've seen other people, put their oven at 200 degrees. You can do that too. You just would want it under like 300 or under. And I'm telling you what, the smell is amazing that these pine cones put in your house. I was blown away at how strong the scent of pine was and how good it smelled throughout the whole entire house. But this is basically what you want them to look like. They're just dry and open, and now they're ready to use for decor. You can paint them, you can, do all kinds of crafts with them, or just use them for decoration just like they are. I love pine cones. I've been collecting pine cones for a long time. Like I said, I have a huge stash of pine cones, so we'll be doing some videos with them later. But as always, I would appreciate it if you would like this video and subscribe to my channel and hit that bell for notifications, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.